get this foundry going, and we're gonna melt some copper. So it should be fun, and hopefully I don't kill myself. If you don't ever see this video, then I'm probably dead. Let's get to it. So a number of you have been asking, where's your copper melting video? Well, here it is. The reason I didn't post it up until now is because until recently, this bad boy was covered with snow up to about here. But now that we're in the fine month of May, it's now exposed and there's green things everywhere. So, well, here's my setup. You've seen this before. I've got my handy dandy longbow kerosene atomizer mark something, 2, 3. Got my air pressure line here. Got my kerosene line running into this scientific vessel of kerosene. And here's the foundry. I've got aluminum in there right now. And once this gets hot enough, I'm going to put some copper in it as well. Heat copper is right here in this crucible. The aluminum doesn't require such a high temperature, so rather than use a crucible, I can just use this stainless steel gravy dish here. And that'll do the trick. The aluminum I'll be pouring into a cookie dish to make some ingots, and the copper we'll be making yet another Scorpal slingshot. Thanks, Scalagrim. And yeah, it should be even more badass. Also, a number of you have asked for designs for this particular slingshot, and they will be available down below in the underbar. So, time to get cracking. Let's play with some fire. Oh, time for the moment of truth. I've got 50 psi of air pressure in this fancy schmancy green line here, and we're ready to fire it up. So with any luck, the little issue I've had down here of fuel dripping out should now be solved, because as you can hopefully see, I've moved my burner assembly about 2.5 inches forward in that direction. And that should prevent any drippage issues. So let's rock and roll. Turn on some pressure. Start with 10 psi and open the valve. A little more. Yep. Oh, it's working. Putting quite so much pressure. think we got things under control now. Oh, that was pretty cool. Well, now that I've got this thing somewhat regulated, you can now see the interior. Hopefully. Whoa, there you go. Needs a little work. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So that should melt that aluminum in short order. Okay, I've got it pretty much stable now. Probably see inside there. What? I'm not sure if you can tell, but there's a crucible in there, full of aluminum. Whoa! Whoa! Put his back off a little bit. Excellent. Alright, so the aluminum is ready. Ah, suns. Well, I've cleaned the interior up quite well. Now I'll grab my stainless steel crucible. And pour it in my muffin pan. My next trick will be to do this with copper. There should be loads of fun. There we have slag. Ta-da! So I don't know how much of this you can really hear. I can hardly hear myself think. But I've now got the copper inside there. And I'll see if I can get a decent vantage point. See there, you can see my little copper crucible. Looking pretty badass. And I just gotta wait for that to melt and I can take it out. Ah, my camera's getting hot. Ah! Okay, that's just way too hot. But I'm liking it. I like it a lot. Yeah. How'd you like to go in there, YouTube? Another 10 minutes or so. You're allowed to be in. So I've added a little bit of oil to my kerosene, and that seems to have tamed it down a bit, but it's working quite nicely. Ah! I'm not sure if you can see, but my pieces of copper are starting to turn red. Ow, that was hot, and I'm like 10 feet away. Ow! But it's just about ready to pour into my mold, which is over here. Oh yeah, I already showed you this, but why not show you again? Woo! Any moment now. Okay, this looks so cool, I just gotta show you. That's my graphite crucible. It's just about at the point where it's ready to contain liquid copper. Any moment now. Provided I don't drop it on my foot. Any moment now. Getting there. Slow and steady. No fair, I can't see it. Yeah. Okay, back up. Don't come near. No.
I guess you just lost all your,
I'm sorry, baby, that's too funny.
I can't pick it up. Oh. Too late now. Okay, I'm gonna have to burn that again, melt it again, because it's solidified. I didn't get a proper grip on it. I couldn't turn it sideways fast enough. Alrighty, third time's a charm. I finally did it! First time it solidified inside the crucible. Second time I burned a nice patch of grass on my lawn. Third time I got a nice chunk of glowing red hot metal here. Oh yeah. Success! So I've taken it out of there, and I gotta say, it looks pretty darn cool. It's the result of 1100 degrees Celsius, 11 times the boiling point of water. Now I get the oh so fun task of filing this thing down to make it look pretty. See you in a bit. So here, as you can hopefully see, I've tidied this thing up a little bit in preparation for filing down the finger grooves. One remarkable thing I've noticed about this thing is, well, whereas this one weighs about 200 grams, this is the aluminum Scorpal Slingshot, this bad boy weighs about 500 grams, more than double the weight. And also, the aluminum, it tends to resonate quite a bit, whereas the copper one does not. Thought that was kind of neat. So now I begin filing out the finger grooves with my half round file, and also the tips of the forks. They're going to be, what do you call it, scalloped. So that will help to center the bands on the forks. Onwards. So I've sanded this thing up to 600 grit, and then I applied some steel wool to it to give it the polish you see here. And now I'm just going to finalize the polishing process by using this rotten stone rubbing compound. Build that in there. I'll just apply a little bit of sewing machine oil to act as lube. And I'll attack it with my Dremel tool. Here, not too shabby at all. All that remains is for me to whip up a band set for this bad boy. You might be able to see there are a couple of little bubbles and imperfections. I managed to fill some of them with solder, but some of them still remain. I think they give it a little character. But overall, it's pretty good. You can see my reflection in the finger grips there. Hello. Well, the band set is done. As you can see, I've gone with a setup that has 4 thin strands of TheraBand black attached to this funky little pouch that I've made using a piece of cowhide and some sparkly tape. The tape reinforces it and also provides a bit of grip. But here's the finished Scorpal, made of solid copper. And in this light, you can see the little holes that were left due to my sand being a little bit too wet, which caused some water vapor to form as the hot copper was being poured on top of it. Made some bubbles throughout this, but it doesn't affect its performance at all. Well, anyway, we're now ready to test this bad boy out. There, approximately 10 meters from my current location. And yeah, gonna be testing out my new solid copper Scorpal. Today I'll be firing these 9.5 millimeter steel balls. I've got lots of ammunition because, as you probably know, my aim sucks. Round 1. happen. Yes is good. Try that again. One more time. Oh, I'm out of them. It works anyway. That was a lot of fun to make. Got any questions or comments concerning construction of copper artifacts or copper slingshots? feel free to drop them down below in the comment bar. You can see it's now got some groovy battle scars from a couple misfires I had. They give it character. This thing is just darn chock full of character if you ask me. But just thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for upcoming videos on metal melting and little weapons and trinkets and all sorts of fun stuff. See y'all soon. Bye.